Okay, so welcome to the day two in our dialing for dollars, where we are making phone calls to show you how to get your first property, your first rental property. So the strategy here is to call, speak to sellers, get used to doing that, get comfortable on the phone. This is our best friend. I just watched a video by Brent Daniels, the TTP guy, and he is awesome. I love that guy because he's always preaching, who's your best friend, and I totally agree with him. We need to be on our phone constantly. You know, at first, when you get your first deal, you're trying to get your first deal, you just got to work the phones, work the magic on the phones, talk to people, connect with people, follow up with people, reach out, follow up, set up appointments, get pictures, get them to send you pictures, all that type of stuff. This little magical device here helps us do all of that. So right now we are going to get into it. We're going to make phone calls. We're going to be here all day making phone calls. And we are strictly looking for rentals to get your first rental property, one house at a time, etc. So I did not get any sleep at all last night, partly because my kids weren't feeling good, and but we're not skipping today. Not only am I calling, I'm making progress to find properties for us, but I'm making a video and, you know, just doing everything we can to keep the train rolling and making sure that we are putting content out that's going to help you get that first deal. So the last time I slept was over, 32 hours ago. So show me some love and let me know, give me a thumbs up to let me know that you appreciate me putting out these videos, putting out this content to make sure that you get what you need, the conversations, hear the conversations, to make sure that you know how to talk to people. You get example after example after example on how we talk to these sellers. So show me some love. Share it, like it, comment below, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get started. Let's go. Okay, so first thing here, we are going to go on our CRM. We got a lead that came from Facebook. So we are going to go ahead and work it. And making sure that if we do this daily, we are going to get deals, okay? And you guys have already seen me on this, these calls, getting people who want a contract and everything else. So right now we got a lead from Facebook, or I think this might be YouTube. I'm not sure, but it's an inbound from our marketing. So like I said, we typically get 2 ways to get leads: outbound, where we are cold calling. That's the majority of them that we get. And then we get inbound, where we pay a lot of money to get leads, but they're inbound to us, okay? So this is one of those. And I'm going to read the notes here really quickly. Her name is Michelle. Does not provide a last name, does provide an address, and her notes read, So how much would you take for the property? 420,000. Well, let's do it like we always do it. So copy the address. Let's bring it into Zillow over here. And I'm trying to put in a lot of energy into, I don't feel it. I'll be honest, I don't feel like making calls. You know, I feel like getting back in bed and not doing anything. But we don't get to pick and choose what we feel like doing. Responsibilities are first. My kids are first. You know, I have to, they're going to be up all day. So like, what am I going to do, you know? So the property is listed for sale by owner. That is good. That is good. And it looks empty. It looks like she already moved out. That's good. She wants 510. This estimate on here says 512. Let me see what realtor.com says here. Okay. Very different picture on here. Estimated value 475. Okay. And now we are going to bring this to the MLS. Privy, if you are watching this, I mention you every single day. I advertise for you guys. So cut me a check. Cut me a check. Just kidding. I don't care. It would be nice. I mean, I don't know anybody that would turn down any type of money. But you know, I want deals. That's what I want. This is terrible. It says range between 337 and 767. Confidence 1 star. We get 1 to 5 stars. And so this is the bottom. Let me actually look at some of the actual comps here. In Privy, there's a section that shows you like what investors are like the investor activity. And there's absolutely zero investing activity here. Zero, nothing. So let me now go to Rentometer, because Zillow is not providing us hardly any data. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Oops, 3, 2. Okay, so the rent here, the median price here is $23.40. The average is $23.16. So this is way overpriced from the rent. I can't see. Okay, Zillow is giving us the estimated refi payment here. So we are going to copy these and we're going to put them, like I said, if I'm a little slow, you guys, I think I feel like I'm really slow. So I really apologize, but we're going to get to the calls here once we do our estimate. So we have to, this is how we prep for the call. So I'm going to go take this estimate here. I'm trying to speed up the pace here, speed up the pace. And then put on the notes here. 475 realtor. It's 475. And then I'm going to bring Privy here. The range is terrible. So I know that the bottom price here is 337. So if I can somehow get her below that, that's going to be a wholesale deal. But like I said, we're not looking for wholesale deals. We're looking for cash flow. Okay. So 337 to 767. And now we are going to paste paste Zillow and just kind of do the whole thing here. So listed for sale by owner, price. See the price I did. Copy that, price 510. So I'm gonna copy that and bring it over here. 510. His estimate is 512. Estimated payment, refi payment is $3,028. I'm going to copy rentometer here. Median is going to be, I'm going to copy the average, which is the average is the lowest of the two. So I'm going to say here, rentometer. So that much. So estimated payment is $3,028, and the rent is $2,316. So it would not cash flow. It's not a good deal as far as rental. So why do you call, Ben? Why are you calling it? Well, because where there is trouble, where she says that she needs to sell ASAP, there's typically an opportunity. So I just got to talk to them. I'm not going to turn down a lead just because I look at my data here. I have to verify all this stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get, just before I call her, I'm going to get an idea as to the mortgage, what the mortgage is. So let me copy this address. I'm going to go to batch leads. Okay. And I'm going to paste this on there. And on here, there's a section on batch leads where you can take a look at what batch is estimating that they owe on the mortgage and how much they might be paying per month. So we're going to take a look at that just so I have an idea when I talk to her. And now all I have to do is just confirm this stuff. So I'm doing a lot of research now because she already said that she wants to sell. So if she wants to sell, I want to do a little bit of like due diligence. I never do this if I'm just cold calling. So I would never do this type of research before making a cold call. I used to do that and wasted a lot of time. A lot of people say the same thing. It doesn't work out as far as time is concerned. So she has an estimated loan payment of $352 a month. If I take over that payment, the interest rate is 3.2%. And the estimated principal is $78,000. So let's see. Let's see, she's got a ton of equity. So forgive me. So okay. So now we are going to give her a call right now and make sure that we talk to her. There's some mosquito that is giving me all kinds of trouble here. And I don't want to see like I'm freaking out on camera. So I'm just going to let him take advantage of me. Okay, here. I'm going to call now. No, read the notes first. So how much would you take? 420. So she has it at 510, and she would take 420. That's a really good deal. I'm flexible on the price. How many days on market? I have to take you through this, you guys, because I want to understand before we call. Okay, she's been on Zillow for 116 days. So she is ready to sell it. She started so high because 116 days ago, the market was probably could have supported that price, but now it can't. It's been declining. Quick word about the markets going up and down. The rent is a steady line up. The markets zigzag, so that's why we go after rent. We want to turn these things into rentals. Let the market do its thing. Let other people guess, what something will sell for. But we're going to be more, a little bit smarter in terms of I don't want to learn how to guess, what something's going to be worth or sell for. I've done that before and I never lost any money, but it's a lot of stress. So we're not going to do that. We're going to focus on rentals and see what the rent is going to be. And that is how we're going to buy based on things that are for sure. So 116 days on market. So she is motivated. So now that we have all this, I am going to give her a call. Hello, Michelle. This is Ben. Yeah, Michelle. This is Ben. Okay, let's talk to her. I should have been charging my phone. Okay, I'll be right back. It's not loading. Okay, so let's make the call.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Nothing. Okay, so she did not pick up. Like I say, this happens all the time. So let me try her on this other line here. Okay, so she did not pick up. When are you available? I just tried calling you from my phone, my business line. When are you available, right? So no, I'm just gonna make the notes here, and I'm gonna move her to sequence here. Tried calling, texting twice, no answer. We'll try later. Okay, so that way I remember what I did. Going to go to my pipeline here. And I'm going to move her to contacted and follow up. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so on to the next call. Okay. I'm going to make a call here to Josh, who is we have him under contract. And his property is still listed on Zillow with an agent who can't sell it. So they're coming to us. It's, you know, this guy, Brent Daniels, I was mentioning earlier, he's saying that it's a buyer's market now. I'm not an expert, so it's always a buyer's market for cash flow, pretty much, you know, because there's always people in distress. There's never been a time when people don't have problems, you know, so if there are problems, if homeowners have problems, there's opportunity, right? So okay, so oh, he sent me a text. Okay, so I will leave him for later then. Okay, this one here is going to be I want to move him to under contract terms. I'm going to shoot for the terms deal on that one. So I'm going to go into this one here. This is a cold call. So these are cold calls that we are making. Let's see. These are hard, very hard calls. So he, you know, it just depends. I read the notes first because it's pretty much a continuation of a cold call. He indicated that he wants to sell, but does he really want to sell? That's what I'm trying to figure out. He's interested in selling property, has tenant in a month-to-month basis. Just did updates 2 years ago, no numbers in mind. It's another problem, right? I'd like to know how much we can offer. Gonna just get an idea by seeing the investor activity on Privy and then figure out where we are. Or what I could do is I could just have the information up in all the websites, and as I'm on the call, I can go back and forth. And then if it's a good call, then I'll go ahead and work on it and copy paste and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so off the bat here, the rent estimate is $2,200. Estimated payment is $2,400. So those are my basics. So I'm gonna call him. Just so that I can verify some of these figures. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on this because he may not even be interested, you know. I might have told the VA, oh, anything is for sale for the right price. Okay, no answer. Okay, tempted. So now I'm gonna put him on attempted contact. Like I said, we are going to have to move through a lot of properties here. If they don't answer, that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to move fast through them. They're looking forward to selling. This is a new one. Kitchen needs updated, asking $250,000. Open for follow-up. I did look it up before, and our range is between 194 and 257. So I'm just gonna call, and while I'm on the phone, I will look up the address and all that good stuff.
Hello.
Hello, Lindsay. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How can I help you?
Yes, you spoke to one of my associates and indicated that you might be interested in selling your property on Paris Place.
We are. We're going to be listing it this week.
This week, okay. How much? I'm a buyer, okay, so I'm not going to, take it and try to sell it somewhere else or whatever. I'm not an agent either, so I'm just looking for properties. So how much do you want to sell it for?
We're asking $270.
$270. Okay. Okay. And is it in livable condition?
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. There's no updates or anything like that.
There's no updates, but nothing's wrong with it. I mean, as far as needing to be repaired.
Okay. And let me just ask you, because my intention would probably be to rent it. So have you rented this before? And what can you tell me about that as far as like...
No, we have not rented it before. It was a family home. However, I have had many people within the neighborhood ask to rent it for anywhere from $2,000 a month to $2,200.
To $2,200. Okay. And you do have it up for sale by owner right now. So you're talking about listing it with an agent?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And what would be your bottom price? $270 is what it's advertised at, right? So
yes, Yes, we just came down 10,000 a couple days ago.
10,000. Okay. Okay. Is that your bottom price? Like, we have financing already in place. So if we could come in and, transact very quickly, would you take any?
It just depends on what you put in as a written offer.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can submit that for sure.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll text you my email, and then you can get that over to us before we sign the listing paperwork and see where we can go. Okay.
Okay. Can I ask when the last time the roof was replaced was?
Within the last 10 years, the AC and the roof.
In the last 10 years. Okay. So closer to 10 years ago or closer to last year?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She is not ready to talk. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to let her list it because it's not a seller's market anymore. That's for sure. And the pictures are terrible. The condition of the property is terrible. She's had it on the market for 39 days. And has not sold. So, she has she would have told me about offers or anything like that, but she doesn't have any. So, she just texted me. And it's okay. I mean, I can send her an offer for like $240 and see what she says. Maybe 200 and see what she says. Right. No problem. If you're not embarrassed by your offer, then you're offering too much. Oh, Michelle replied. Okay, I'm just asking her, yes, are you available now? Can I call you? Okay. So I'm just going to call her. Two separate conversations from inbound to outbound. Oh, she said, no, sorry, feel free to text. Okay. I'm saying, oh, okay. I received your inquiry that you like to sell and would like to speak about it. When is a good time? I before E except after C. Okay. So she's not gonna. Okay, now notes for Lindsay. She was a bit short with me. She says now to 60. She said before 2, okay. She will be listing it. I think I can send an offer for 200K and see what she says. Because at 200K later, I can ask for terms as well. So I can do that. So I am actually going to move it to analysis in negotiating. That's what I'm going to go at. Okay, next. Kevin, let's see. Interested in selling it, no idea how much the price is. We are free to contact him and make him an offer. Yeah, it's not listed. His estimate 248 assessed. His estimate none. Yeah, let me go and look at the MLS real quick because I have no idea here. You can't go by the assessed county value. So paste them real quick. Or did I? I already looked that up. That'd be a shame. It didn't even come up on Privy. That's right. I remember this when I tried finding the address before, but I couldn't. Only on Zillow it came up. Yeah, there's no comparables. Okay, so I'm going to call him. Just talk to him, see what's going on. Let's see what he bought it for. Doesn't say. Let me see what batch leads says here. Okay. Yeah, no results. I can't really find this guy. So I'm just left with calling him and making sure that he likes us so that we can come to an agreement here. But it's gonna be hard also to find the ARV here. That is a pickle. Let's see if this property is on prop stream real quick. I'm just logging into PropStream now to look up the address. Okay. Post this. Nope. I can't find it anywhere. Let's see what realtor.com says. Can I find it there? Let me see Redfin as well. I'm just left with probably Redfin and Zillow. Thinks I'm a bot. Okay, bills. I have no idea why it thinks I'm a bot. Okay, so Redfin says 544, and realtor.com says 446. Okay, 446. It's probably going to be closer to what we can do here. Okay, so I'm going to call him now. Okay. Okay. So let's dial him now. Okay, he's not going to answer. I looked everywhere for this address to find ARV and no data anywhere. Very tough to find. We will go with realtor estimate of realtor.com. Estimate of $446,700. Okay, so attempted contact. Okay, that's where I moved her. I moved it to like the bucket or the sequence, etc. So on to the next. I just received a message back here from somebody we texted. So let's see who it is. $60.85. Let's see. Let's see. It's 407. No. Can't find this phone number here. They replied to my text, so it's got to be somewhere here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Got him. Jose. So here's the guy that he's got a tenant in it. Okay. So let me call him. Let me text him. May I call you back? Okay, let's see what he says. All right. Texted back. I asked to call him. Okay. Good. So he replied, responded, contacted, and follow up. Okay. All right, let's do this one. Tripoli is an estate. They're interested in selling but can't talk more about it. Asking for a call back, okay? All right. Okay, well, the caller didn't put a phone number here. So in this case, I'm gonna have to move this one to needs skip tracing. And I'm gonna go message the caller and say, hey, what's up? Skype. Okay. Plug in my computer, it's dying. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'm going to move it to skip tracing. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, so that is where we are on those. So potential lenders, real estate listing, realtor listing, needs skip tracing. These are my different stages. Under contract, Kissimmee, Tiffany, Josh, okay, offer made. Okay, so we made some offers on these ones. We have 3 more analysis here. Negotiating, spray, okay. Then we're gonna go with the attempted contact and they didn't answer. That's the next bucket here that we have to work with. Okay, attempted, so that means that I did. Privy gave us at 385,000. So now I'm moving into leads that I've already put notes on there and I've already tried calling, but nothing happened. So they're asking 400,000 and Privy says 385, give or take, 354. So they have to come down because the market is coming down. So now I'm gonna call. Okay, so this is where we don't have to do a ton of research now. We can just kind of plug and play. That's why I like to make those notes, because I don't have to do all that stuff every time. Jeffrey. Nothing.
Sorry, I can't get to the phone right.
No answer. We'll try later. That's most of them. I'm telling you, we're just here to like be ready when somebody picks up. In this, I'm going to leave it in the attempted contact. But I'm going to set a different date here. So I'm going to try them back next week. Okay. On to the next one. Here, attempted contact. Looks a good, like it's a good deal. Asking 320. Zillow price is 336. Okay. Okay, let's call him. Fits. Oh, somebody just texted me. Daphne, I gotta deal with her. Daphne. Okay. Okay. Go here real quick and call her. Calling now. Okay, notes. Where's the phone number? Okay. Somebody said, "What you want?" Who was that? May I call you back? Okay, I know who that is. Okay, we'll call him later. Calling from this number. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hello, Daphne. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm sorry I was a little bit delayed there.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I had my husband here as well.
Okay.
Listening on.
How you doing, Devin?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, I did a little bit of digging and to try to figure out what we can do here. And I'm sure you guys are aware with Devin being a real estate professional, that next week, September 20th or 22nd, I can't remember which one, the Fed is going to meet again. And everybody thinks that they're going to give us another hike for interest rates. So as you know, it probably doesn't make sense to make an offer until after we see what they will do. In my estimation, I think we can help you. I think we can get this off your hands. But if we have to get financing, just to pay off the mortgage and everything else, we want to know kind of like what we're going to be paying, because the financing is in place and everything. So we have lenders, etc. But they're also waiting to see what the Fed is going to do. That's probably going to slow down the market even more. So we need to just kind of be cautious what we buy, because this would definitely be something that we need to sell because it's above the median price range. And we can't buy it and hold it as a rental. I mean, I wish we could. So the play here would be, we need to make sure that we buy it, and then we need to do whatever we have to do on our end to resell it. There's probably nothing else we can do, simply because it's a beautiful house. I mean, you guys have a gorgeous house. It beyond, just probably some grout cleaning. That's probably all it needs. That's the only thing I noticed on the house. It just needs a grout cleaning.
Yeah.
So if you guys are okay with that, we can go ahead and kind of put a letter of intent, not so much even an agreement, that we do need to. We're planning on moving forward. We're not wanting to waste anybody's time. But we do need to make sure that we are making a business decision here. And everybody, as you guys know, everybody's freaking out with the economy the way it is. I don't know how much you guys listen to economists or whatnot, but we do, because we're in the business of making sure that we're making good investments. And there's a lot of top people that we listen to that they're like, well, right now the economy, nobody can figure out what's going on, let alone figure out what's going to happen. If they don't know what's going on right now, how do we know what's going to happen? So, but we've been doing this for a long time, and we know the Orlando market really well. And we feel confident that our strategy will probably work. So we definitely want to move forward, but we need to figure out really what the Fed is going to do. I think that's the last meeting before the holidays or whatnot. So that's right. So we have a little window there after the meeting to kind of move inventory before they give us another hit. I think that there's going to be another hit. But again, nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going on. So that is just kind of like what I was figuring out. It is a fantastic house, really great neighborhood. We are super interested. So that right there, there's no issues there. So that is a quick recap.
Okay, so from my perspective, speaking with agents and other people in the National Association of Realtors, I've come to realize that, yes, there is a possibility of a rate increase, but based on the economists and some of the publications that I've been reading, it's highly unlikely that there would be an increase, because that would definitely cause severe issues within the economy. And with a year of re-election, they're stating that they don't think Biden and those in the government would want that increase to occur, which would cause issues for them to get reelected.
Yeah. That is for sure really good logic and the prevailing logic out there for sure. I'm there with you.
Yeah. Well, we can only hope.
That's right.
We never know for sure.
That's right.
We can never know for sure.
Yeah. And is it the 20th or the 22nd that they're meeting?
December 22nd.
22nd. That's right. Okay. So let me just kind of go into, because there's something else we might be able to do, which is why it took me a little while to get back to you guys, but I have been working on this. Talk to me a little bit, because I know that there's an issue with the mortgage and everything else. Are they trying to foreclose? Is that the issue that's going on right now?
Well, initially, the foreclosure came. Well, the attempt to foreclose came a little bit after the dispute, because remember I told you we got into this contract. And then finding out that the company itself, is basically under investigation. Mm-hmm. When we did our closing, that same week, I had reported to the SEC in regards to, what was promised to us and what, and what ended up happening. Mm-hmm. I just submitted that information on their site. Didn't know that they were going to reach out to me a year later.
Oh, wow.
And when they did, they told me that, that group was actually, they were already investigating them before the situation with our closing. Mm-hmm. And so with that, we've been teaming up with the FBI agent, providing documents and all the proof that we've had, the back and forth between, what was promised, how much money we gave into this program. Mm-hmm. And we're going on about 2.5 years now, and they're still investigating. They've been giving us updates. Currently, our lawyer is also teaming up with them as well, and they're monitoring everything. They're still investigating. I guess they're trying to get the ones that are on the top that is, leading this program, or, Mm-hmm. But they attempted to, because after we got our official letter from the FBI letting us know, okay, yes, you guys are victims of fraudulent activities, and this is your number as far as your, if you need to call in and check on the status. So mm-hmm. with that being said, we decided that we were just going to stop giving them our money, because it didn't make sense to be paying them every month. Nothing. Yeah, we were, as you can see, again, they paid for the home $401,000. Mm-hmm. All the money we've been paying every month has not been deducted from that balance.
Wow.
So that's where it became weird. So when the agent was like, it makes no sense. So once we got the official letter, we decided, okay, we're gonna get our own lawyer and we're gonna stop paying. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we did. Mm-hmm. And
it's pretty much advised to basically get out of the contract. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing by attempting to sell
it, right? Mm-hmm. So when they weren't getting any payment from us, they decided, okay, well, we're gonna foreclose on the house. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, with our lawyer involved, they can't really just do what they want to do, because there's a lot of evidence, against the situation, and they also know that they're under investigation. Mm-hmm. So we're not trying to get involved in what's happening on their end, with the investigation. The only thing that we are, we were told is just get out the contract, sell the house, and that's what we're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Whoever chooses to purchase the house, it has nothing to do with them. Okay. It's just a matter of us wanting to let go of this.
Yeah, just get rid of that mortgage, right? Just pay it off. Yeah.
Give them back what they invested into it.
Yeah, but then that also raises the question, doesn't it? Like, what the payoff is going to be? Because if you've been paying and they haven't applied anything towards the principal, then what's the payoff amount? You know what I mean?
Once we go into contract with someone being interested in the home, our lawyer at that point will need to know, and then get the information cleared and everything. And at your end, you'll get the information.
Well, the lawyer already created documentation for what the payoff amount will be, and it's similar to what the cost of the house that we paid for when we initially purchased it.
Gotcha.
So during that time, we just need to clear the balance, which is the amount that they paid for the house when we first got it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So let me ask you from an agent perspective there, Evan. What's the interest level? Like if I were to buy it and we said, hey, I feel confident, like let's just say you're my listing agent, and you could very well be, we could work out a deal to where we come in, pay off the mortgage, et cetera, and then you can help us resell the house. What do you think we can resell it for? Keep in mind that I was looking, part of my research on this was looking at the Stellar MLS data. And the days on market has been just increasing like crazy. Also, the listing versus sales price it's the comparison from last month, 2 months ago to last month to the current. I mean, it's just like days on market. It's also like a difference to where before people were paying above asking. Now they're coming down every single month. So we are catching a falling knife. I mean, no question about that. So what would make sense? Because 655 is not going. I mean, you got this estimate. I'm looking at this estimate, and I know that that's not accurate. Okay, but people look at it. People are seeing 655, and they look right to the right, and it says 635 as this estimate. So they know by that it's above what an estimate would be, an appraisal would be. That's how they see it. Of course, they don't understand it how we do, but they're seeing those numbers. So let's say we buy it, we want to resell it, we just kind of clean it up, touch up paint here and there, that type of stuff. We go to relist it, and let's say a month from today, right? Because we can close in like 2 weeks. So we can relist it in a month. And let's just say, the market keeps dropping. So we're in a month from today. What are we looking at resale price?
For the house?
For the house, yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, I can't really make a determination on that because, like you said, from month to month it changed. Now, when we listed it at the 655 mark, it was actually based on the 5-yard radius for a CMA. We were coming at about 675.
Yeah.
Which is why we placed that 655 at that time to be right below market so that it could increase the level. We did have a few showings, but the thing was, I guess a few of them were that they wanted to wait to make sure that it was an investment situation that could pan out for them based on the interest rate having just increased.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That was the main concern for a lot of people. So, I mean, 635, I don't know. That sounds like quite a bit of a drop because when I did the CMA, again, 2 weeks ago, because I try to do it every 2 weeks to make sure that it's at market level, I was looking at it at more around like the 660, I believe it was 667 is what I saw on it. So 635, I don't know, that's kind of sounding on the low end because based, like I said, on the 5-yard radius, I did a comparison with 10 separate houses that were equivalent or close to equivalency of the basic measurement of the house as far as square footage, also amount of bedrooms and bathrooms. Yeah. And like I said, the 660 was the market value that I was coming up with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the problem with it is it's above median price, and it's on the higher end of things by about $200,000. It's way above there, and that makes it a challenge because if it's like the bell curve. you know, like you're already on you passed the average, you know, you surpassed it by $200,000, which at least 200. So that makes your pool of buyers. I mean, we can't sell, like, look, I'm going to just kind of tell you how we're thinking about it. So on our end, okay, we buy this house. We can't sell this house to a hedge fund. They don't buy these houses. Okay. We can't sell this to the average buyer because they can't afford it. We can't sell this. We can't rent it because we'd have to rent it at $6,000 a month for us to make a profit, right? That's not going to happen. So my pool of things that we could do, it just decreases. So what I was thinking is, why don't we JV on it? And this is something that you guys can think about. We can JV on it. You know, we can take care of the mortgage, which is you guys' main concern, and then we can split a profit. You know, we can split a profit. We can split equity. So whatever we get after we pay the mortgage, we can go to resell it and then figure out how much we can get. And then we can split it. And I'm not saying even, you know, even split, I don't know. We'd have to discuss. We are bringing the capital. We are making your problem go away. Then we can have two contracts, one being, you know, an agreement, buyer seller, and then we also can have a JV agreement. And all of that would not be done by us. That will be done by a competent real estate attorney. So that there's nothing, we can use your attorney, you know, he can coordinate with our attorney to make sure that everything is in place and that we are able to do a deal. Because at the end of the day, you know, there's absolutely, it's a gorgeous house. We can make money. However, you know, we can't just buy it just to hold it and keep it as a pretty item, like a expensive painting. You know, we can't do that. We have to find a way to make money. So I wanted to have this conversation just to kind of put everything on the table and kind of see what our options are, right? So if you guys are willing to work with the equity and do like a JV agreement, do like a JV venture here, we can definitely work with that. So that's a second option. Third option is going to be just a straight cash offer that will allow us to do two things. Number one, take a huge risk. The risk is going to be, we're buying at a time a very expensive item that we don't know. And I hear you. Listen, I know it's an election year. However, we had a pandemic. Okay, we had a pandemic, and the Democrats should not have been elected because we had a pandemic. We had a roaring economy, okay, and still we elected Democrats, you know. So if there was ever a time to where we wanted or the Democrats had a political risk, it would have been 2020, not 2022. Plus, it's not a presidential election either, you know, so it has, you know, a lot, what is it, like only 15% of voters actually go to the polls in a midterm election. So it doesn't have a lot of bearing on where the economy is going to go. So we are into this new economy now for the long haul. This is not going to turn around in 6 months. And we all know that. I know that, you know that, everybody knows that. So we are, and then plus we have to account for the worst case scenario. But that's why I'm asking if you would consider a JV agreement here. We can both have a little bit of skin in the game. And if we do that, we can make it work, can fix your problem, come in with cash, fix them, cash them out. They go away. Then we get to participate. You get to participate in the equity, which of course you do have, but you give us a piece of it for having made your problem go away. So I wanted to throw that out, and you guys talk about it. Definitely not something that we're going to pressure you into at all, because it is a huge risk that we will take, and everything right now is risky. And the way I like to put it is, a lot of things would have to go right for us to make money at anywhere close to where you guys are asking. I mean, I would have to come in, and insult you with a really low ball offer, and you're a real estate professional, you're more likely to block me and write a bad review. And I don't want to do that. I just want to work it out like professionals that we are, and wanted to put this on the table. You guys talk about it, and then just figure out what your options are at that point. And if that doesn't work, no problem at all. Maybe we can do something else in the future. You are a competent real estate agent, so maybe there's some deals that we can do in the future. No problem at all. But at least give it some consideration and see what we could do.
So, what kind of split are you considering?
Well, it would depend, right? Because we would be close to having to bring to the table $400,000, right? So $400,000 is very close to $500,000 that we are risking in a buyer's market. And we are in a buyer's market now. I think we all know that. It's a buyer's market. We've had a really good run. A seller's, I sold a lot of properties in the seller's market, since, back in, for the last 10 years, it's been pretty much, this type of market. So we've had a really good run, all of us as professionals, but now we're stepping into a buyer's market. And a buyer's market does not just correct in 3-4 months. I think we all know that. Yeah. So in a buyer's market, we have other options to deploy at almost $500,000. I mean, I can go to the tax auction today. I mean, I just saw in Orange County, there are 167 properties today that are going for auction because of non-payment of taxes. Those are pennies on the dollar properties. So as far as the split, you guys let me know how much you want to split that. That's why I want you to talk about it, because I think it's something that you guys have to talk about. So, but I want you to consider that we're bringing almost $500,000 here to make this problem go away. How much can we, what is that worth to you guys? And if you say to me, well, it's worth 1%, then that will be your prerogative, because it's your house, it's your equity, it's your situation. We're willing to work with you guys as long as you guys are willing to make it worth our while.
That sounds fair.
Yep. So let's have another conversation. How about I give you guys about a week to kind of think about it, talk about it, and then let's reconvene next week sometime on Tuesday around there, and then let's see what you guys came up with, and then we can take it from there.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye now. This is not a good terms deal, because they just explained to me that the mortgage, it's under investigation, SEC and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it needs to be paid off. So next week, I'm going to make them an offer at $450,000. So that way they only have $50,000 equity. And I think we can sell it at $500,000 and just hotel it, and see what we can do. I was looking at the CMA as they were talking, and the CMA does say what he is saying. So I know he's telling me the truth. The lower end here is $681,000. So it can sell for that. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a painful process. So we have to be very aggressive with the price. I make them a $450,000 offer. Let's say they accept it. We can quickly turn around and list it for $520,000. It will probably be gone. Maybe $500,000. It will be gone, and everybody's happy. They got rid of the problem and everything else. So we have to make. I even heard Brent Daniels say, you gotta offer 50% of what it's worth. And this is there's nothing wrong with the house. So if we had to fix it, then the offer would become below 400,000. But there's nothing wrong with the house. So the offer probably is at 450, which that puts us at almost, 60%. And let's see if they take it. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But like I told them, there's plenty of deals now. There's plenty of inventory now that we can deploy $500,000. So there's not really much to make notes here on, but I'm going to make them. I want to offer 450 grand, but I pitched the idea of doing a JV agreement to where we come in, take care of their problem, and then we split the difference, kind of like a novation agreement, period. So that would probably be the best way to do it. Period. Let's see what he says. But in reality, what I really want to do is offer 450. Oh, I already put it on top. 450 cash offer to make their problem go away. Okay. So there we go. Okie doke. So that was that. I said we can speak again. Next Tuesday. Let's see if he can sell it. He's probably going to say, forget it. I can just relist it myself for 500,000. Well, okay. But you have to wait. This is cash, right? So, okay. So let's go on to the next one here. And yeah, we can get an investor for, if we have to get hard money, we have relationships and stuff with hard money lenders. When I say we, me and my partners, my job in this is just making the calls. I was an investor for a very long time, but people started complimenting me. Hey, you're really good on the phones, and you really can connect with people and get the point across, and you're easy to explain, which I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I guess so. So, that's what I do. I just try to negotiate deals and also the follow-up. The follow-up is really important. So I'm good at organizing and keeping things on track and being consistent and stuff like that, which is what most business owners don't want to do. That they just want to do the closing and go and be on their feet, work with their hands and stuff. I like doing that too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if this is my skill and this is how I can best help people, then I'll do this. I'll do this. If this is what the team requires me to do, I will do this. And we've been doing some calls also for some of you guys. So if you need me to show you exactly how to talk to these guys, reach out, comment below, go to the About section on the YouTube channel, and you can go and see the email address on there and that type of good stuff, and send me an email. But it's going to be below also ways to contact me, etc. So let's get on a Zoom call. We can chat for a couple minutes and then start making calls. I'll make them with you. If that's going to get your first deal, you know what? I'm willing to do that with you. Not everybody, of course. I can't do everybody, but early on in the stages of this YouTube channel, I can do it. Once, a lot more people start hitting us up and stuff, I imagine we won't be able to, but we will give it a try. We will give it a try. We'll figure out ways to see what what we can do to help you out, right? So, okay, let's go on to another call here. No breaks. No, hey, I'm hungry. I gotta go eat breakfast. I mean, we've been at this for how long? You know, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. I mean, there is no time to waste. You know, I remove useless apps. Anything that wastes my time, I'm gonna remove it from my phone. So, because the only thing that matters is making calls. Okay, so this guy said, I want to, what do you want? And I want to reply, I want to buy your house. Accept an offer. Okay. So we did that, and with Daphne, I have to move her to she replied. Okay, let's see. What did he say? Send me an offer. Send me an offer, of course, send me an offer. I need to speak with you first. Let's see what he says. He's so aggressive with me, so let's increase the heat a little bit. Let's see if, I hope we don't kill it. It's a buyer's market, so now the people who really want to sell, they're gonna step up to the plate and say, okay, what can we do here? Okay, so let's keep making these calls here. Fits. Which one's this one? Isn't it Cypress? Oh, he just bought it. Oh no, he sold it. We're too late. He sold it for $320, but that's good because I think somebody overpaid for this property. They bought it at retail value. There was a lot of retail buyers out there with cash just buying stuff. So property sold $823. Yeah, he wanted to sell it. So he sold it for, he wanted $320 and he got $320. That would not have been us. So good for him. Good for him. Property sold. Now, if I had seen 240 on there, I would have freaked out and said, man, I fell asleep at the wheel. So no, that's good. Good for him. Sold. So I move it into, categorize it as a sold property here. Okay, next. Voicemail, we'll try later. Okay. He sounds old. They weren't planning on selling it. Nephew is living at the house. Okay. Prop string 242, batch 224, privy 240 max. Okay, so I'll make those notes here. Zillow says 248 is estimate. Estimated refi payment is 1405, and rent's estimate is 1300. So that's not good. I attempted contact before, so let me go over here. 126, yeah, that's the phone number, yeah. It looked to me like another phone number. We're gonna do this. How many hours have we been on here? And I have paused the video, so it's been longer that I've been sitting here making calls. But we need to get a deal. Let's see, this Joker said, send me an offer. I said, I need to speak with you first. So let's call Oscar.
Please leave your message for Celeste Malara.
No, it is a cell, but it went straight to voicemail. I sent a text. Okay. Okay, here. I am going to do a perseverant. No, I'm gonna leave it at attempted contact because I'm attempting contacts and stuff. And yeah, just today. Once I move it in and out of that space, it tells me, it puts the date on there. I'm using Forefront. Forefront, give me a, what's it called? Affiliate. So once we put it on there, it changes the date on its own. So my users, this is going to be me. Okay. All right. Now let's call here. Let's move on to the next call here. Okay, so this one came recently from the VA, I think yesterday. There's an inherited property. Okay, that's we like inherited properties. Okay, let's kind of see what we have going on here. Okay, it's 1.75 million to 222 million. Wow, that is nice. So let me go right over here and paste it on my CRM. And the confidence is 4. So that's good. Do I need a vacation? No, I don't. Calls, then I go spend time with my kids. I go work out. That's a vacation to me. I like doing the calls. You just gotta, either you make the calls, you gotta love it, or you gotta hire somebody who loves making the calls. Okay, so that's great. Let's see what Privy says. What Zillow and the rest say. But I'm about to take a break here. So I will come back later. Let's make this call now. Okay, so realtor.com says 1.7 million. So they're definitely looking at their websites. So realtor. Seven, and then take estimated payment. So this is not a cash flow deal. You can't get a rental here, but we might be able to do a sub 2 for somebody, you know, and put a roof above people's heads here who wouldn't qualify for this, but okay. Market. Okay, so we got previous telling us a range 1.75 to 2.22. Realtor.com is 1.725, and then this estimate is 1.5. So our offer has to be below 1.5. That's fine. We can do that. So now let me just call them directly. Let's read the notes real quick. So they got a an email address here. Property needs minor repairs, mostly cosmetic. Inherited property. Minimum they'll take is 1.6. Anytime. Call anytime. Mary Claire. They're asking, call back anytime to negotiate. Okay, cool. So let's call them. Two, 1, 3. Okay, can't see that number. 435. 3, 2. Let's just call.
Hello?
Mary Claire?
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
Good. This is Ben. You spoke to my associate last night about the property, and you said you might be able to, might be willing to sell it on McNear Drive.
Maybe.
Okay. So you've been thinking about it? You've been considering it?
Oh, you're talking about McNear.
Yeah, McNear. Yeah.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. What's holding you back?
Yeah, it was just a call that I got in, and she asked what it was worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she said that you inherited the property. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. Did a family member pass away?
Yes, my father did, and I inherited it with my siblings.
With your siblings. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I lost my father too, so I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
So we're just sort of figuring out what we're doing. She said she could give me a quote.
Yeah, well, I did look it up. We got it on Zillow at 1.5 million. Etc. And then I looked at some MLS data, and that is at around 1.6 million. So somewhere in the range, you know, this property would probably be worth about between 1.6, 1.5 and 1.6, if that sounds right to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that is with everything being done and everything else. I'm just giving you the max, right? So those are the max numbers. As you know, we are entering a buyer's market. So the willingness of somebody to pay that much, that is what I am not sure, you know, but so I just wanted to see, you know, if maybe you guys would consider a quick sale. If it's a quick sale, we would have to come under that. So I do want to be upfront, but it's not like I'm going to offer you, you know, $100,000. Some people do that, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to do something that's reasonable, etc. So, you know, do talk to your siblings, and we can just keep an open line of communication to see if you guys are willing to do a quick closing.
Okay, so I've got this number here to get back to you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Save it. My name is Ben, and yeah, save it on there, and you can text me at this number, and you can call me anytime.
That sounds great. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, it was a delight talking to you. I know it's early, so I'll let you get on with your morning, but we'll be in touch, Mary Claire.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. It's with these high-end properties, I mean, we have to like work miracles to resell them. So I'm not really interested. I just wanted to kind of put the feelers out. Her father passed away, and left the property to her and her siblings. So they all would have to talk before coming to an agreement, period. That is a very tedious process, not sure if we want to go through it, period. So we will put this on the back burner for now, period. But she really seemed to like me, and she was very, very nice. I said we'd keep open line of communication, and she would save my number for future follow-up. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna go take a break. We were at this for I don't know how many hours, but I hope you guys get some value out of this. You pretty much get to tag along with me. I'm taking you under my wing. You've seen even today just a couple opportunities, maybe one opportunity that we might have. The day is not over. The idea here is to get one opportunity every single day, and I think we are accomplishing that. If we do that, you know, we can close 4, 5, 6 deals per month. But this is the thing, is like, this is how consistent you have to be. You have to be on the phones all the time. And, you know, I only eat 1 meal a day. I do pause to work out for, you know, 10, 15 minutes, do that 4 times a day. I have 1 meal a day. We got to stay healthy. We got to stay strong. If I eat too much, you know, like my metabolism or whatever, I'm not burning it. So I'm just, you know, trying to get more active. That's why I try to work out 4 times a day, 10 minutes probably average. And yeah, so if you like the video, if you are appreciating being able to get a peek into this, these dials, then like the video, subscribe, show me some love, thumbs up, share it, comment below, tell me what you would like to see on this channel. So until next time, thank you for being here.